Hey there, Looky Loos. It's Ashley Quinn, and I just want to know did y'all see that? We're back again to discuss One More Chance of Love, Season 2, Episode 3 Say My Name, Say My Name. And yes, we're finally getting names for the girls. I'm so excited and hyped up. So, this episode begins where the last one left off, and the one before that left off, and so on and so forth, with the girls fighting. Rolly's upset because she says that she heard Gabby and Maria discussing her son or saying that she's a bad mom, something. I don't know. I don't think anybody else heard it either. I haven't seen them come forth with any tapes or any recordings that actually happened. But she's mad. She's throwing things. And again, just chaos ensues. Gabby and Maria go outside with Yodeler. And side note, I can really see them wanting to be down with Yodeler more so than Yodeler trying to collect a team. So then there's that. So I'm keep my eye on that situation. But then we have Gabby, I think it is, complaining that somebody threw a candle at her. Ma'am, you threw a whole glass bowl and hit Tokyo in the face. If you can dish it, you got to be able to take it. So from there, we see Roly walking away upset. All of the ladies, I think except for the sisters and Yodeler, are outside by the pool. It's still daylight. And you know how Roly is. She's going to go on and on and on about the situation. And I think Nadi was just kind of like, hey, just trying to defuse the situation a little bit. And the girl's mom, the one with the voice like this, she was telling her, hey, just leave it alone. I don't feel like getting up and moving, da-da-da. But it's like, come on, like, that's ignorant. Like, they're grown. Like, she didn't say anything to Roly that warranted the response that she got. So basically, you kind of see that all the girls who have any sense anyway, they get up and they leave that area. And so now we're left with, I believe it's Roly, I think her name is Miko, Miko Mama, Tokyo, and Stormy. And I'm not really sure why Stormy is there, but I think she has kind of an affinity for Tokyo after the situation where she was hit in the face with the bowl. But anyway, these ladies are going on. They're being very negative. They're saying who they'd fight, this, that, and the other. And I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever. Fast forward. So now we get to the next scene, and I believe Chance and his brother are giving us that obligatory leaning on the rented car scene where they discuss the girls and, should I keep them? What should I name them? And, all of these non-issues that they have going on with the show. But finally, we get to the naming ceremony. Yay! Now, up first, we have Danny. So Chance decides to call her Danny Dashian because, of course, she's, like a Kardashian. And, there's really nothing too interesting that I picked up about her from the little introduction and getting her name. I don't even know why she's here. I know why she's here, but she doesn't really know who Chance is. She doesn't know his name. She doesn't know anything about him. So there's really nothing to say. I really did enjoy, though, when Chance was like, in the little confessional when he was talking about her, he said, because silicone parts are made for toys. Like I said, that just really tickled me. So coming to the carpet next, we have Diamond London. She really reminds me of Yummy, except for just with she's way thicker than Yummy at the bottom. Seems like a cool girl. She says she's an IG model, influencer, I guess you would call it, but she's also a dancer. Didn't really pick up too much about her from that brief encounter that she had with Chance because he really was trying to overtalk and overpower the situation, as usual. But like I said, he decided to name her Shine, probably because her real name is Diamond, or the name she came there under is Diamond. So we have Shine. Coming to the carpet next, Gabby and Maria. So the sisters decide that they're gonna do like this spoken word slash pantomime. They called it a dance, but okay, for Chance, and turn around so he could touch both their rears at the same time. Once again, it was a whole lot and not enough. Noticing these trends, these patterns going on with certain people with their storyline. he ended up calling them because Gabby is the bigger sister and Maria is the smaller sister. So he ended up calling them Biggie Smalls. I don't think they were feeling the name at first, but you know, they want to be in, they want to be down, so they rolled with it, and now we have Biggie Smalls. Next up is Sashana. Now, when she first walks up, they cut away to Micah, rattle me bones. Micah, don't, please, because the accuracy, like, don't do that to us, please. Just let it go. Just let it go. We understand she's a very thin, very petite woman, okay? So she gets up there, and Chance is implying that some kind of way on the picture she sent in that she catfished him as far as like her body type is concerned. But you know, hey, some people are just naturally slim. She said that she's a bartender. She also serves food. Chance took a chance to take that as a jab at her and say maybe she should be eating some of that food. But like she said, she has a high metabolism. He ends up calling her Slim. Great name for her. I'm sure it's not the first time that she's heard that. And we move on. The next girl that we're going to be taking a look at is one of my favorites, Jonah Hill, you guys. So now the interview with, I think her name is Luis or Luisa, was very interesting. We did actually get to find out some cool fun facts about her. She has 3 basically grown children, age, I think she said 23, 19, and 17. Chance asked her about her tattoos. She showed those off. She really seems to have a good heart and a good spirit, but you know, I really just don't see her going that far in this competition. I don't really see her being Chance's type. And so, like I said, good spirit. She's funny. She doesn't really rub me the wrong way. So, you know, I'm cool. But like I said, I have a feeling that we're not going to be seeing her for too much longer. Just not as tight. Next up, we have Stony. So Stony tells us how she's a hairstylist and, you know, she's one of the best and this, that, and the third. And I'm just thinking, so who did that to your head then, ma'am? Because I'm just not feeling it. It just, I don't know, just not feeling the hair there. I'm not big on swoops and ponytails and bright red like that, but you know, hey, that's just me. So she's there. She's really there for Chance, though. I will give her that. You know, she knows his birthday, she knows his full name, she knows things that he likes. So like I said, I'd be really interested seeing her stick around, because while physically I don't believe that she's his type, she seems like a really fun girl. Yeah, we'll just have to wait it out, see what happens with her, see what transpires. Next up, we have Tokyo. Off top, I just want to say, we the WAP delegation would like to trade. Girl, what are you talking about? You sponsor the WAP community? Like, how do you sponsor the WAP community? Like, are you buying it? Are you paying for it? Are you like taking care of women who have WAP? You know, like, it was just so awkward. And then she started dancing. She was dancing. She was getting it, right? And I'm just like, girl, please stop. Like, it was so cringe. Like, as cringy as my dancing was about 15 seconds ago, take that and multiply it by like 25. I didn't get it. Also, too, where is she getting all these scrunchies from? I haven't seen this many scrunchies in this many different colors. Shit, in like 25 years. The girl, you got a time machine? Take me with you. I want to go back. I mean, orange, yellow, white, pink, blue. She got all the scrunchies from everywhere. Crazy. Honestly, she really did have the most awkward interaction with Chance, and she also presented like herself as being very delusional. Because Chance and Micah, they did not really seem into her presentation. However, in the confessional, she was like, yeah, we're already falling in love. I can feel it. He wants me. Yeah, that's gonna be my man. I mean, I know we need characters for this show, but like, okay, girl, do you. Next up is like somebody who I think is turning out to be one of my faves, right up there with Stormy. That would be Nadi. Nadi showed up and she showed out, okay? That leopard dress that she had on was fitting her like a second skin. The glasses, the ponytail, the shoes, everything was right. The makeup. This girl has it together. Why is she here for Chance? I have no idea. But Mama's doing the damn thing and she looks good. And what was funny is that, like I said, I think last week, she is stacked, okay? Everything matches. The hips matches the butt, matches the thighs, matches the arms, matches the what. Mama looks great, okay? And what I like about her is she doesn't lead with her butt. Chance didn't even know that she was built the way that she was built until she turned to walk out the room. And like I said, I'm just really loving her. She has this great personality. She's always smiling. And so he decides to call her Smiles. Completely appropriate name. So this is Dominique. Yeah, this is the same girl who was going in on Stormy for her natural hair and then proceeded to go in on the other roommate. She comes up there and like she has just completely changed her tune. She's just this very sweet girl and she likes to cook and she likes to clean and she also works and she wants to take care of her man. And I'm with Stormy. Pick me, pick me, pick me. He's not gonna pick you, mamas, but it's okay. I guess she's there to be entertaining too. Chance decided that they were gonna call her Brown Sugar. I was thinking Moses would have been more appropriate because I know y'all saw that part on the side of that wig. So the next lady up is Charisse, and here she comes with this super slow walk. I mean, she is giving it to the carpet, okay? I don't know. I like her because she's extra as well, but she's extra and she seems to have the confidence that can back it up. Charisse, mama, are you really 33? I mean, it's fine if you are, like, no shade or anything, but you just present as more mature. So I think that, like I said, beautiful woman, gorgeous woman. However, I think she presents as more mature than 33. It's not necessarily that she looks older, that she doesn't look good for her age, but her attitude, her mindset, the way that she's able to, when he says something, she's able to like bounce it right back off of him. She's not new to this, okay? She might just be true to this. And like I said, I like Charisse. Some people, they're not really feeling her, but you know, we need certain people on the show to keep it moving along. I liked hearing her voice. Opera, I like opera, surprise. But she sounded amazing, and I liked hearing her in her confessional as well as hearing her give a little song to Chance. So I can't wait to see what else she has for us. I'm really enjoying her character or her person, or you know, the role that she's playing or fulfilling on the show. And Chance decides to call her bad and bougie, and I mean, spot on, right? Now, this young lady, I did not catch her real name. However, in my mind, I had been calling her Ashanti. And then I also noticed that, does she also remind you of Cheeks a little bit from last season? So she was, to me, she was kind of like a cross between Ashanti and Cheeks. Like I said, I didn't hear her real name, but Chance decided to call her Soldier Girl because she was previously in the army or some type of military service. Thank you very much, ma'am. We do appreciate it. I liked her. She had like kind of like a little spunky personality. Let him know, hey, I was in the military. If you need somebody to get these girls up out of here, let me know. So she was cute, and I enjoyed the brief time that she was up there. She didn't do too much, she didn't do too little, she did just enough, and from now on I'm gonna remember her. She's Soldier Girl. So the next lady coming on down is Stormy, and she has her hair down. Like I said, I'm just infatuated with her, so yeah, I'm showing favoritism, and I don't care what you think. So she's coming down. She looks great. I like her whole vibe. She has the hair down, and you know, Chance he just can't let it go. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he ends up calling her Fluffy, and I guess that's fine. But then, like, he's like trying to dap her up like she's a dude, and I'm like, see, that's your problem now. You don't know how to treat a woman that's a woman. He telling her that she has a bad attitude. No, sir, this girl does not have a bad attitude. This girl has boundaries, and clearly you're not a fan of those. Anyway, I'm going to refer to her, he calls her Fluffy, but I think I'm going to go ahead and refer to her as Queen because she stands up for herself and she stands her ground, and like I said, I just think that she's dope. Fun fact, she plays in a metal band. So hopefully we'll get to hear a little of that later because, yeah, I love rock music just like I love opera music. So I'm really wanting to hear some things for her. Next up, so we had a little incident on the red carpet, y'all. Did you see it? Take a look. That's right. That is Roly Poly Snacks Meals. Steamrolling, I believe her name is Miko, to hurry up and get to the front of the line just so she can introduce herself to somebody that she already knows and receive the name that she already has. This season, not really feeling her, so we're not going to spend that much time on her. We're just going to move along to the next, and that would be our favorite mother-daughter duo. And by favorite, I mean our only mother-daughter duo. I mean, this is just me. Like, my mom's cool, right? But, like, we're not going on a show to compete for the same man. Like, we're not going on a show together, period, you know? But, hey, you know, if it works for them, it works for them. So Moms continues to remind us that she's almost 60 years old, and we're like, great, Mom, we know, and we're happy that you're here. We're happy that you're feeling young, you're feeling vibrant. But she does bring up a very good point. She's been watching him for a while, watching him look for love, and he never seems to find it. So maybe he needs to try something different, something outside of the box. I wouldn't necessarily suggest her, but you know, she definitely does have a point there. The daughter, she's there, you know, she comes through with the generic spirituality, you know, corny. Sorry, she brought him a rose quartz, you know, for love and all of that great stuff. And they've received their names. Now, look, their names are so cool, right? I mean, like, well, Mom's name is so cool. Chance is like, you kind of like a mom, auntie, grandma, like all rolled into one. So he called that lady Granty. So I think it's cute. I love it. Granty. And then he couldn't really think of anything for the daughter, so he just called her Dottie. So those are their names. After them, the next person up is Rosie. Now, Rosie's another person that really did appear to stand up for themselves. He kept wanting to call her flat bags, flat bag. Everything had to do with like long bags. He told her, your butt look long, it also looks strong. And I'm just like, sir, for real? Come on now, dude. So he really wanted to call her flat backs or something with backs in it, right? And I'm like, sir, you tiptoeing on a very fine line here. And eventually ends up naming her Bombshell, but not for the reason that you think. Because she went in Micah's bathroom the first day and dropped all them bombs and blew it up. Yeah, I'd rather be flatbacks. You know what I'm saying? Just call me backs. Call me flat. Whatever. Like, don't name me after a number 2 that I took, okay? Because, yeah. So, that was Rosie. Last up, we have our girl, Yodela. So, Yodela's back. She seems to be like in a much better mood like this time around. Like her energy seems more fun, it seems more playful, and I'm kind of enjoying this side of her, seeing her smile a little more. Even though when Chance was saying, I'm gonna need you to help me keep these ladies in order, I was with her when she said, I'm not babysitting no grown broads. And she's right, but like I said, her spirit was still playful. He asked her what she had been getting done or whatever, but basically she just got her teeth done, and like I said, they look great. If she feels great, then I'm all for it. Yodel is seen, like I said, she seems to be in better spirits this time. She looks like she's here to compete, and you love to see it, right? Next, we move over to Chance and Micah having the obligatory sitting on the rental car conversation about what are we going to do with the girls? Should I let them stay? Who should stay? This is the hardest decision that I'm going to ever have to make in my life. Keep in mind, this man has children, right? But, okay, this is the hardest decision that he's ever going to have to make, and, you know, he doesn't know what he's going to do, and blah blah blah. So we get through that conversation. I think I might have fast forwarded through it a little bit, so if there was something that happened in that conversation that was an important thing, can you go ahead and drop it in the comments for me? Thanks, I'd really appreciate it. So from there, we move over to the eliminations. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to keep a full picture of all of the girls. And as we move through eliminations, we're going to go ahead and mark them off so we can see who's left. And so now we're finally here. We're at eliminations. And one thing I noticed is that this year we have red hats instead of black. So a nice little way to change it up, just so that when you're watching the reruns, this is season 1 versus season 2. So while we're up there, one thing I noticed is I'm like, damn, once again, I'm like, Tokyo really does have all the scrunchies. She had on, she has scrunchies to match every single outfit that she has. God, I hope it's not growing on me. Anyway, so first up we have Yodelah, and Chance calls her up and then basically lets her know that he's gonna let her go. And I don't believe it. You don't believe it. Yodelah didn't believe it. But like I said, she's like in a really a better mood this time because she played along. She walked off, and then he was just like, psych, he brought her back. He gave her a hat. But we already knew that. Next up to get a hat is Smiles. And like I said, I'm really digging Smiles. I like her energy. I think Chance really likes her energy too. Her answers were, he asked her questions. Her answers seemed pretty honest. She seems pretty heartfelt. She seems pretty genuine. Yeah, so like I said, and just happy to see her get a hat. And she knew that getting a hat second. She even said it. She was like, getting a hat after Yodelah, it's almost like getting my hat first. And, that's just that optimistic attitude that she has. Next person to get a hat is Pick Me, or Brown Sugar as he calls her. And he's just telling her how he thinks she's so sweet and so nice. And I'm just like, so you don't get to watch any of the playback footage, right? Because he has no idea, right? After her, we have Soldier Girl comes to get her hat. And then we have Bad and Bougie. Now I know a lot of people are not feeling Charisse, but you need these kind of characters to keep the show going. It's like, she's extra. It's television. It's reality television. She's bringing something to the show. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, it's not cringeworthy. So you're getting a little bit of drama, you're getting a little intrigue, but at the same time, you don't feel like secondhand embarrassment, So I'm interested to see what Charisse is going to bring to the show. And not only that, she has the one-liners. So far between her and Queen, aka Fluffy, they've pretty much been the only girls. What is he calling her? Flatbacks have been the only girls to really stand up to Chance and kind of stand their ground. And so when Chance was telling her, you don't always have to be all dressed up, you can wear some sweats, and she was like, I can do that for you. And then she was like, can I wear your sweats? He better be careful with that one. He's not ready for that kind of game out of a woman. So after Bad and Bougie, next up we have Slim. Slim gets her hat. After Slim, we bring up Baby Ruth. Now when Baby Ruth was walking up, I said, does she have on socks and slides? Yeah, so clearly she ended up getting eliminated, and she took it all in stride. She took it very well. Like I said, I just didn't see them having any chemistry. I just didn't see that happening. So it's good. Let's go ahead. Let's get the girls out of here that we know are not going to stay. Also, too, she didn't really exude a whole lot of personality to where it's let's go ahead and keep her around for ratings or anything like that. So they went ahead and they sent her home, and it was kind of cute because when she left, she went the wrong way, and Chance had to redirect her to the other way. But like I said, she took it all in stride, in good spirits. She left. Everything seemed cool. After that, we see Flatbacks gets a hat. After Flatbacks, we go ahead and see Dottie and Granty come down to get their hats. Now Dottie is starting to get on my nerves with this thing about, well, every time he called me, he called my mama. Girl, y'all came as a package deal. If you didn't want to be with your mom or be grouped in with your mom all the time, then you should have left her at home. Just saying, So he calls them down, they get a hat. Now, check this out. So, is it just me, or did Danny Dashian not come down? Did y'all see that and I missed it? Because I just know she had a hat on in that picture, and we never got to hear her talk to Chance. And it just kept rolling right on past it, and I'm just like, come on, editing. I know it's Zeus, but, take a little bit of pride in your work. Just a little bit of pride in your work here. Next up, we have Skittles, right? And Skittles comes up and she's like, yeah, I want to show you how interested I am. And she like grabbed his face. And I guess she was gonna kiss him, but I mean, come on, we know Chance is kind of a frail guy. I'm like, Lord, she gonna snap that man jaw off. And so they're kissing, and I'm just like, gotta stop kissing these people all in their mouth on these reality shows. Like, you don't know these people, and you don't, I don't know. I was just like, oh, Listerine me, please. I don't, ooh. So, you know, she gets her hat. And as this is going on and on, I'm just like, God dang it, this is the longest elimination in the history of eliminations. But, you know, I'm gonna soldier through it. After her, we have Shine, and Shine came and got her hat. Then we have Tokyo, aka Womp Womp. She gets a hat. Then we got Biggie Smalls called down to the carpet, right? And so now we have a little bit of drama. I'm sitting up in my seat like, okay, is he gonna send him home? What's going on here? So he keeps Smalls. He gives Smalls a hat. He says he's still on the fence about Biggie, so he sends her back into the crowd. After that, who was next after that? Oh, we had Rolly. So yeah, Rolly got her hat. Okay, whatever. Next. Then we have Fluffy, aka Queen, my girl. She was so cute with her little dominatrix outfit on, and like she said, she didn't believe that she was going to get a hat. And honestly, I didn't think she was going to get a hat either, you know, after the way that she stood up for herself and made it known that she wasn't going to be treated any kind of way. I was really thinking, yeah, Chance definitely not feeling that, but hey, he's feeling it. And she was so cute when she put the hat on, and she was like, yeah, these hats definitely aren't Afro approved, but I'm gonna go ahead and wear it. So, you know, that was good. She took it in stride. I'm glad that she'll be back next week, because like I said, I definitely want to see more of her, and hopefully we can get a little music from her. I want to see what she has. After her, who was next? We actually, something funny that happened with her, because Chance was like, you know, are you here for me, or are you just here to show off your boobs? And she was like, both. And then he was like, do you like men or do you like women? She was like, both. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it, you probably just really like women, thinking that's like why, like, I guess trying to say that she's like an angry lesbian or some kind of stereotype like that, a man hater. And then like she just blurts out, she was like, nah, I love dick. I was like, ma'am, hashtag me too, but it just threw me off so much. But like I said, I love her honesty, I love her energy. And after that, I think we move back to Biggie. So there are actually no more hats left, right? So he brings Biggie down, he lets her know that he's gonna let her go for her action. She's tearing up the house, she needs to go tear up somebody else's house. And you know, she's like, okay, well, can I give you a hug? And so as she leans in to give him a hug, she whispers something in his ear. I don't know what she said to that man. However, as she was walking away, he called production to get her a hat, and he brought her back. He gave her a hat, so she is staying. And so there we have our lineup. I thought there were going to be 2 people eliminated. However, there is just one, and Baby Ruth is no longer with us. So next week's episode, the ladies are going boxing. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like they've been boxing this whole time, but okay, we're gonna actually throw some gloves on them, maybe have some rules, let the ladies get out some frustrations, you know, like good, healthy exercise activity for them. You know, this is gonna erupt into just pure unadulterated chaos, right? It is going to be off the chain. And we have special guest Natalie Nunn making an appearance on the show, so I'm really interested to see what these fights or these boxing matches are going to look up. How are they going to put the girls together? Like, how are they going to do weight classes? Are they going to go off of who has beef with whom? I'm, like I said, just really interested to see what goes on. So catch you guys next week for One More Chance Season 2. And thanks for tuning in. Bye.